Now, many people are saying that the GOP in 2022 is the most radical political party that they've ever seen. Some even likening them to terrorists. Why are people saying this? And do you believe that there's any actual truth to it?
I have seen cults. I mean, after all, I've been on this earth for a whole lot more years than I care to admit to. But I have seen cults. And what I am seeing with about a third of the GOP is that they're members of a cult. They will follow the leader no matter what. And that is not a good thing. That same leader, though, has the rest of the GOP scared to death because he has systematically gotten people through primaries that are members of his cult. And if they know that if they don't play, they're going to end up like Liz Cheney or several of the other moderate Republicans that stood up to the cult.
Yeah.
And they're going to be out of a job.
Right.
And the only thing we can do is continue to support the moderate Republicans and get them to come into the join with the moderate Democrats and the independents to fight against this cult, because the GOP that we knew is not the GOP that we've got. Their agendas for when they take over include things like doing away with Medicare, privatizing Medicare, doing away with Social Security. That would be that fund that you're forced to pay into regardless of what you've got for retirement through your company. So, they're also railing against the loan forgiveness for student loans. I said I'm glad they did that, even though it doesn't affect me. There was a time, and because I'm not in that purview anymore, there was a time when you taught science, math, or special ed, and you applied for a federal loan, you could get loan forgiveness. And it's a whole lot more than $10,000 if you were teaching in an inner city school or a Title I school for 5 years. And then after you finished your loan or finished your schooling and you went into this and taught for 5 years and paid back your loan for 5 years, you could apply for loan forgiveness if you were teaching in those subjects.
Yeah.
Which are notoriously hard to find highly qualified teachers. But the interest rate on those loans was astronomical, 8.75%. Which, you keep paying the minimum and the interest is more than the minimum payment, and you're just like, it perpetuates itself.
Yeah.
But we want highly qualified teachers, but we really don't want them to go to college to get highly qualified.
Right.
There's a non sequitur there that baffles you.
Yeah.
But when you look at that and look at what's going on, it's a good thing. But the GOP is going, oh, no, you can't bail them out. They're students. They didn't have to go to college. They didn't need to spend this money. Well, where are you going to get your doctors, your lawyers, your teachers, your analysts, name it, qualified engineers, technicians? Those guys don't grow on trees. They have to be trained. They have to be educated about things. And, you get a problem with bailing those kids out, but you don't have a problem with bailing out big business, the auto industry, big oil. None of those. You can can bail them out. You don't have a problem giving farmers subsidies not to grow crops so that you can artificially prop the price up. So that's where I see the GOP right now, and it scares me as to what they think they can do. And they can do it if we continue to allow them to elect people like Herschel Walker or Vance in Ohio or some of these other people who really, they're just out there with ideas of autocracy and authoritarianism, and that is not what a democracy is.